young pirates embark on a quest for an incredible treasure, navigating through perilous waters and confronting terrifying monsters along the way.
I will find the One Piece, and I will be king of the pirates.
22 years ago, the renowned pirate Gold Roger met his demise through capture and execution. Before his final moments, he disclosed the existence of the fabled One Piece treasure hidden in the sea to aspiring pirates, urging them to embark on its pursuit. Fast forward to the present day in the East Blue Sea. A fledgling pirate named Luffy aspires to discover One Piece and ascend to the title of Pirate King. However, assembling a crew is his initial challenge. Suddenly, Luffy's vessel starts to sink, and pirates under the command of the ruthless Captain Alvida discover the concealed Luffy in a barrel. During the night, he encounters a captive boy named Kobe and shares his ambitious goal of reaching the Grand Line, an ocean notorious for colossal waves and menacing creatures, believed to hold the key to One Piece. Deciding to escape, Luffy utilizes his unique ability to stretch like gum, a power acquired from accidentally consuming a devil fruit in his youth, to confront Alvida. On their journey to the Grand Line, Luffy recounts his childhood aboard Captain Shanks' ship, someone he deeply admired. Kobe reveals his dream of joining the Marines to defend the helpless. Luffy proposes the idea of infiltrating the nearest Marine branch base to pilfer a crucial map for locating the treasure. Meanwhile, on Circus Island, the bounty hunter Roronoa Zoro, wielding 3 swords, adeptly handles his adversaries. Elsewhere in the East Blue Sea, a red-haired thief named Nami shrewdly commandeers a pirate ship while also pursuing the Grand Line map. Soon, within a bar at the base, the duo notices Zoro in a confrontation with Helmeppo, Captain Morgan's son and the head of the Marine branch. Nami, having neutralized a couple of Marines, is also present. Impressed by Zoro's prowess, Morgan extends an offer for him to join his team. Zoro declines, resulting in his arrest for assaulting Marines. Simultaneously, Luffy infiltrates the base, encounters Zoro, and proposes a partnership. Zoro, driven by a desire for monetary rewards from hunting pirates, hesitates, but Luffy releases him and heads to the storage for the map. There, he encounters Nami, discovering that Morgan's office houses the Grand Line map. Guarded by a formidable adversary with an axe for a right hand, they unite forces, although Nami pilfers the safe. Outside, they confront numerous Marines, leading to a skirmish between Luffy, Nami, and the Marines. Witnessing the commotion, Zoro decides to intervene and aid them.
Aren't you that drunk from the bar?
Glad I made an impression.
Subsequently, the freshly united crew, using all their superpowers, defeats Captain Morgan. With the threat neutralized, they seize the safe and secure positions aboard Nami's ship. Luffy extends an invitation for Kobe to join their ranks, but Kobe, anchored by his lifelong aspiration of becoming a Marine, opts to remain at the base. Meanwhile, Vice Admiral Garp, the captor of Gold Roger, and the enigmatic pirate clown Buggy discover that Luffy and his crew stole the Grand Line map. Promptly, they announce a relentless pursuit, setting the stage for a high-stakes chase. Continuing on their journey, Luffy, Nami, and Zoro press forward. Nami deciphers the lock code on the safe, granting them access to the coveted map. As neither Luffy nor Zoro possess a clear understanding of their destination, Nami takes the lead, elucidating the details. To their revelation, the sea is compartmentalized into 4 sectors, with a substantial landmass in the middle. The Grand Line, a perilous expanse of ocean teeming with large islands and the most formidable pirates, encircles the equator. While Nami holds skepticism regarding the existence of One Piece, Luffy remains resolute in his conviction that they will unearth it. Their journey takes an unexpected turn when Buggy launches an assault, releasing a sleep-inducing gas. Upon regaining consciousness, the trio discovers the loss of all their weapons and navigation equipment. Fortunately, in a heroic moment before succumbing to sleep, Luffy safeguarded the map. Before long, the crate opens, and the captured pirates find themselves thrust into a circus arena. The grim scene unfolds as they witness a multitude of people, abducted from a town ravaged by pirates, compelled to applaud Buggy's deranged performances. The pirate clown is incensed by the crew's audacious theft of the map, seizing the opportunity to interrogate Luffy in pursuit of its whereabouts. In a surprising revelation, Buggy discloses his recognition of Luffy's straw hat, a memento from his time serving alongside Shanks on a pirate ship, only to be betrayed by him. Despite Luffy managing to break free and launching an immediate attack on Buggy, the situation takes a twist. Buggy, having consumed a devil fruit like Luffy, possesses the ability to disassemble into multiple parts and effortlessly reassemble, rendering conventional defeat seemingly impossible. Simultaneously, Kobe commences his marine duties and communicates with Helmeppo. Garp, arriving at the base to investigate the pirate attack and map theft, discovers Kobe's association with Luffy. Seeking the truth about their connection, Garp, convinced of Kobe's genuine aspiration to become a Marine, extends an offer for them to hunt down the Straw Hat pirates together. In a flashback, we learn that Shanks once saved a young Luffy from a villain and a sea monster, losing his arm in the process. Prior to embarking on the quest for One Piece, Shanks bequeathed his iconic straw hat to Luffy, asking him to return it when he became a great pirate. Since then, the boy has never parted with his cherished straw hat. As Zoro and Nami manage to escape captivity, they hasten to aid Luffy, engaging with the assembled pirates. The situation escalates as Buggy seizes the map, posing a formidable challenge for the crew. Suddenly, Luffy notices numerous crates nearby, devising a plan. By dismembering Buggy into small, manageable pieces and confining them, the crew prevents his reassembly. The remnants of Buggy are dispatched outside the tent, enabling the pirates to retrieve the map and liberate the captive prisoners.
You are new captors.
What?
Well, you're a pirate, aren't you?
I'm a different kind of pirate.
Meanwhile, Garp, unimpressed by Morgan's ineffectual confrontation with the pirates, resolves to execute him. Taking charge of the mission to apprehend the young pirates, Garp personally leads the pursuit. Luffy, Nami, and Zoro resume their journey, setting sail once more toward the Grand Line. In a clandestine moment when no one is vigilant, Nami discreetly contacts an unidentified individual, divulging that she has secured the coveted map. The Straw Hat Crew, as they now call themselves, presses on with their journey. Eventually, Zoro brings to attention that their ship is taking on water. Luffy asserts that they require a sturdier vessel if they are to navigate the challenges of the Grand Line successfully. Their destination becomes the Gecko Islands, and they soon reach Syrup Village. While Nami suggests the pragmatic approach of pilfering a ship, Luffy insists on acquiring one through legitimate means. Intrigued by a ship adorned with a carved sheep's head, Luffy encounters a fellow named Usopp, who claims ownership on behalf of his affluent friend Kaya, a frail and ailing orphan. As they reach the opulent mansion, they meet Kaya and her butler Klahadore, deciding to partake in the celebration of her birthday. Come evening, all the guests, including the lawyer Mary, present to handle Kaya's estate, gather around the table.
Aesop mentioned that you're sailors.
Nope, not sailors. We're pirates.
After Luffy voices his plans to reach One Piece and asks Kaya to give them the ship, Klahadore, citing the girl's poor health, dismisses the strangers. However, Kaya insists they stay overnight, and the butler reluctantly agrees. Meanwhile, Garp takes Kobe under his mentorship, acknowledging his potential and rigorous training. The Marines discover the remnants of the former Straw Hat Crew ship, solidifying their pursuit. Convinced of Kobe's reliability, Garp entrusts him with leading the operation to apprehend the pirates. Under the cover of night, Klahadore, wielding formidable superpowers from consuming a devil fruit, ruthlessly deals with the lawyer Mary to wrest control of Kaya's business. At the same time, Usopp and Kaya find themselves unable to sleep and decide to delve into each other's stories. It emerges that Luffy had known Usopp's late father, Yasopp, a former member of Shanks' crew. In due course, Usopp and Zoro venture into the wine cellar, discovering Mary's lifeless body with 5 dagger wounds. Shockingly, Klahadore is unveiled as Kuro from the notorious Black Cat Pirates, a wanted criminal. While Zoro urges a confrontation, Kuro's henchmen incapacitate him, disposing of the bodies in a well. Usopp, managing to escape, alerts the villagers of the impending threat, but no one believes him. In his youth, Usopp frequently raised false alarms, harboring hopes of his pirate father's return. Nonetheless, a faction, including the Marines seeking the Straw Hat Crew, takes his warning seriously. Regaining consciousness in the depths of the well, Zoro, in his determined attempts to climb out, reflects on his childhood in Shimotsuki village. Memories of practicing swordsmanship with his friend Quina, who tragically perished, flood his thoughts. Fueled by his promise to become the greatest swordsman in her memory, Zoro discovers the strength to ascend. In the kitchen, Nami stumbles upon Luffy, unconscious after consuming a pot of poisoned soup intended for Kaya, who had been unknowingly subjected to poisoning over an extended period. Guiding the Marines into the house, Usopp faces the challenge of persuading them of Kuro's treachery. However, Kuro skillfully manipulates the situation, casting doubt on Usopp's credibility. When the search for Luffy is mentioned, Kuro decides to unveil the incapacitated pirate, expecting him not to recover from the potent poison. An agitated Usopp confronts Kaya in her bedroom, revealing the truth about her duplicitous butler. Disbelieving, Kaya dismisses his claims, prompting Nami to intervene, confirming Usopp's words and urging them to escape. Meanwhile, Kuro and his henchmen, awaiting Kaya's 18th birthday, seal off all exits and converge on her with sinister intent.
It's your birthday! It's time to celebrate!
Kobe and Helmeppo return to the Marine ship with Luffy. Helmeppo, however, discloses the harsh reality to Kobe about Garp's exploitation of their friendship with Luffy, revealing that the Vice Admiral is merely using Kobe for his own agenda. Suddenly, Luffy begins to feel unwell, leading to the successful expulsion of the poisoned soup from his body. Eager to aid Kaya and his friends, Luffy requests Kobe's permission to leave, but Helmeppo adamantly forbids him from defying orders. Unexpectedly, Zoro emerges on the scene and incapacitates Helmeppo. Luffy persuades Kobe not to obstruct their mission, and the pirates make their way back to the house. Zoro, showcasing his swordsmanship prowess, engages in battle with Kuro's henchmen, while Luffy attempts to confront the deranged pirate with his unique superpower. Realizing that Kuro moves at an astonishing speed, Luffy hones in on the faintest sounds and successfully lands an attack on his elusive opponent. Expressing their gratitude for saving Kaya, the Straw Hat crew is gifted a ship by her, christening it the Going Merry in honor of the girl's lawyer. Luffy extends an invitation to Usopp to join their ranks, and after bidding farewell to Kaya, he accepts the offer. As they set sail, however, Marines lie in wait, ambushing the pirates and opening fire on their newly acquired ship. Luffy rushes onto the deck and, upon seeing Garp, exclaims, "Grandpa?" Luffy, explaining to his astonished friends, reveals that his grandfather had consistently discouraged his ambition to become a pirate and instead groomed him for service in the Marines. Employing his rubbery body, Luffy deflects Garp's attack, toppling the Marine ship in the process. The Straw Hat crew continues their journey. Guided by Luffy's heightened sense of smell, they catch wind of the aroma of food and soon approach the floating restaurant, Baratie. There, they encounter the skilled chef Sanji, who also proves to be an adept fighter. Simultaneously, Garp establishes contact with Dracula Mihawk. The Vice Admiral demands that Mihawk secure Luffy's capture at any cost. Overhearing their conversation, Kobe seeks information from Helmeppo about Mihawk. It's revealed that Mihawk stands as the world's greatest swordsman and is among the 7 warlords of the sea, a formidable group of pirates who have aligned themselves with the government. Luffy works off a sumptuous dinner by washing dishes, unable to pay for the meal. Engaging in conversation with Sanji, the chef, Luffy learns about Sanji's dream of reaching the All Blue, an area where 4 seas converge, offering unique fish, seaweed, and spices. In the bar, Usopp captivates the audience with tales of their extraordinary adventures, including the presence of Mihawk, who expresses a desire to meet Luffy. Usopp introduces the new acquaintance to the crew, and Zoro recognizes Mihawk as his childhood idol. Zoro seizes the opportunity to challenge Mihawk to a duel, aspiring to fulfill his dream of becoming the world's greatest swordsman. Mihawk accepts the challenge, declaring his intent to defeat Zoro and take Luffy. The next morning, the swordsmen engage in battle, with Zoro ultimately facing defeat. Despite the loss, Zoro showcases his strength and bravery. Mihawk inflicts serious injuries but acknowledges Zoro's resolve, expressing a willingness to face him in the future. Impressed by Luffy's determination, Mihawk departs, leaving him unharmed. Zoro is taken to Baratie, where Zeph tends to his wounds and employs fish skin to staunch the bleeding. Despite Zeph's efforts, there's uncertainty about whether Zoro will survive. Mihawk meets Garp and explains that he allowed Luffy to go free out of curiosity about the young pirate's journey through the Grand Line.
Who knows? Maybe your grandson will be the one to find the One Piece after all.
Meanwhile, Sanji prepares dinner for the Straw Hat crew and reveals that Zeph, once a pirate, sacrificed himself to save Sanji's life. Since then, they have worked together. Upon learning that Luffy is Garp's grandson, Kobe advises the Vice Admiral to let Luffy pursue his pirate path, as he won't change. Garp appears to agree, gathering all Marines for an important announcement. However, Kobe's hopes are shattered when Garp declares they must take harsher measures against the Straw Hat crew. At Baratie, Fishman pirate Arlong and his crew arrive, hunting Luffy for the Grand Line map. Luffy, determined to protect the restaurant, confronts them, entrusting Nami with guarding the map. It's revealed that the fishmen tracked Luffy through Buggy's clown head, which they had taken with them. Buggy's ear, hidden in Luffy's straw hat, has been the source of information all along. Despite Luffy's bravery and assistance from Zeph and Sanji, they cannot overcome Fishman Arlong. The battle spills outside, and Nami appears on the pier with the map, fulfilling her promise to Arlong.
I was never on your crew. I only joined up with you so I could steal the map.
As Arlong departs, he throws Luffy into the sea, but Sanji comes to his rescue. Despite the apparent betrayal by Nami, Luffy refuses to believe it and resolves to search for her. In the evening, Sanji, cleaning up after the invasion, receives unexpected advice from Zeph, who suggests that he should pursue the mythical All Blue rather than linger at Baratie. Zoro regains consciousness, promising Luffy unwavering support until the end. Sanji decides to join the Straw Hat crew, and they set sail. Wondering how to find Nami, Luffy reveals Buggy's head, convinced he holds the key to locating Arlong's crew. At Baratie, Garp's Marine Patrol demands Luffy's surrender, but Zeph staunchly refuses. Kobe, revealing Garp as Luffy's grandfather to Helmeppo, attracts the attention of a bartender willing to share information about the Straw Hat crew. Arriving in the semi-destroyed Coco village, the crew encounters Nami's adoptive sister, Nojiko. She recounts the tragic history of Arlong's pirates capturing and devastating the village.
I love you girls.
After that, Nami resolves to work for Arlong with the goal of raising the exorbitant sum of 100 million berries needed to buy back her village. Meanwhile, the Marine Patrol approaches Arlong, seeking additional funds for their freedom. Nami, reminding Arlong of their agreement, asserts that she has collected the required amount. Retrieving the treasure from her mother's grave, she is suddenly confronted by Marines who confiscate the entire sum. Nami realizes Arlong has betrayed her, rendering all her efforts in vain. In her despair, Nami attempts to cut off her fish tattoo, symbolizing her servitude to Arlong, but Luffy intervenes, determined to assist Nami despite the apparent betrayal. While the Straw Hat crew contemplates retaliating against Arlong's pirates, they discover that the pirates have already attacked Cocoa Village. In a poignant flashback, the fishmen subjected a young Nami to captivity, tattooing her and forcing her to draw maps for their navigation needs. In the present, Nami returns to her hometown with her friends, finding it destroyed by Arlong's pirates. The local villagers decide to fight against the invaders.
There's no hope for us to buy our freedom. Then I say, we die trying to fight for it!
With the Straw Hat crew bravely taking on Arlong's pirates to protect the villagers, the odds stacked against them, Luffy and his team engage in a fierce and determined battle. Amidst the clash, Buggy's detached head senses its body nearby. Buggy, seeking alliance with the pirates against the fishmen, pleads for release and vows assistance. However, he fails to keep his promise and manages to escape. Facing Arlong alone, Luffy acknowledges his inability to defeat him directly. Instead, he opts for a different strategy, destroying Arlong Park, the pirates' stronghold. As evening descends, the liberated villagers of Cocoa Village celebrate their newfound freedom, forming bonds with the Straw Hat crew. However, their joy is interrupted by the arrival of the Marines, led by Vice Admiral Garp. Garp orders Kobe and Helmeppo to capture Luffy, but they refuse to comply. The Vice Admiral proposes a fight with Luffy and effortlessly deflects his attacks. Despite the overwhelming display, Luffy remains steadfast in his dream. Garp reveals that the pursuit was a test, and satisfied with Luffy's unwavering determination, he releases his grandson and dispatches the Marines to deal with Arlong's pirates. The next day, Kobe approaches Luffy as a friend, not as a Marine, handing him a wanted poster and bringing the young pirate one step closer to his dream.
Yeah! Yes!
Straw Hat crew, however, does not share the captain's excitement because now every bounty hunter in the East Blue Sea will be after him. Indeed, figures like Buggy and Alvida are already gearing up to hunt down Luffy. Impressed by Kobe and Helmeppo's defiance of orders, Vice Admiral Garp decides to take a personal interest in training them. Surprisingly, it is revealed that Shanks is still alive. Upon learning of Luffy's initiation as a pirate, Shanks decides to celebrate the occasion with his crew. Meanwhile, the Straw Hat crew, undeterred by the challenges ahead, presents their captain with a new flag featuring a skull and a straw hat, an emblem that delights Luffy. Each crew member pledges to pursue their childhood dreams regardless of the obstacles, and together, they embark on a journey towards new and uncertain adventures. Do you think the Grand Line and One Piece exist? And if so, will the young pirates survive on their way to their goal? Share your thoughts in the comments below, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next videos.